Gateway to Hell Discovered. In the records of mysterious and supernatural things, it is whispered that there exist 7 gateways to hell, scattered like cursed jewels across the earth. These infernal portals, shrouded in mystery and fear, are said to offer passage to the nether world at certain ominous times of the year, or when the stars align in a particularly sinister configuration. Why do I divulge this dark lore? Because, with a heart heavy with dread, I must confess that I believe I have unwittingly discovered one of these accursed gateways a little over a month ago. It was a night cloaked in an unsettling darkness, around 9 p.m., when I embarked on my habitual walk. This path, a familiar trail, snakes through the rural outskirts of my town, bridging the gap between the bustling center and the quiet residential fringes. But that night, the atmosphere was charged with an inexplicable eeriness. The sky, a canvas of impenetrable black, seemed to press down upon the earth with an almost tangible weight. What truly unnerved me, however, was a bizarre light, an otherworldly glow piercing through the dense thicket of trees that stood like silent sentinels along the path. I halted, my gaze fixated on this spectral luminescence, dim yet unmistakably present. Driven by a curiosity that I now bitterly regret, I ventured off the beaten path, pushing my way through grass that grew thicker and wilder with each step, and foliage that seemed to grasp at me with claw-like branches. As I delved deeper into this untamed wilderness, a wave of panic washed over me. It was an alien sensation, a premonition of impending horror, so intense that it rooted me to the spot. I stood there, gasping for air, my heart pounding like a frantic drum in my chest. Eventually, I convinced myself it was nothing more than a fleeting panic attack, and with a resolve that I now see as foolhardy, I continued towards the enigmatic light. After what felt like an eternity, but was no more than 2 minutes, I stumbled upon the source of the light. The sight that befell my eyes is etched into my memory, a vision so ghastly and macabre that it defies comprehension. Before me lay a clearing, bathed in an eerie phosphorescent glow that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. In the center of this unholy glade was a stone structure, ancient and cracked, its surface covered in indecipherable runes that pulsed with a sickly light. It was a portal, I realized with a horror, that turned my blood to ice, a gateway to realms beyond human understanding. I stood there, transfixed by the malevolent beauty of the portal, when a sudden, bone-chilling wind swept through the clearing. The air around the gateway began to ripple and twist, as if reality itself was warping and tearing at the seams. From the depths of the portal, I heard sounds, whispers at first, growing into tormented screams and cries that clawed at my soul. I wanted to run, to escape this nightmare, but my body refused to obey, held captive by an unseen force. It was then that the gateway pulsed with a blinding light, and from its depths emerged a figure, or what semblance of a figure it could be called. It was a creature of shadow and malice, its form constantly shifting and writhing, a manifestation of pure, unadulterated evil. Its eyes, if they could be called eyes, burned with a hatred that was not of this world. It spoke in a language that was not spoken with lips or tongue, but with the mind, and its words were of despair and damnation. I do not recall how I escaped that cursed place, or how I found my way back to the world of the living. My next memory is of waking in this sterile white room, the room that has now become my prison. I am told that I was found wandering the streets, raving mad, my eyes wild with an unspeakable terror. They say I am afflicted with a delusion, a figment of an overactive imagination. But I know the truth. I have gazed into the abyss, and the abyss has gazed back into me. I recount this tale not as a warning, for I know my words are but the ramblings of a madman to the world outside, but I must try to dissuade any who might listen, any who might be tempted by the lure of the unknown. If you ever come across something that seems amiss, something that reeks of malevolence and forbidden knowledge, I beg of you, turn away. Do not let your curiosity lead you down the path I have walked, a path that has led me to this endless cycle of waking nightmares. For now, I am trapped in this loop of terror, each day indistinguishable from the last, marked only by the number of times I awaken to my own blood-curdling screams before the orderlies rush in to sedate me once more. The gateway haunts my dreams, a relentless specter, a reminder of the unspeakable horror that lies just beyond the veil of our understanding.